That means there is love. And if Jesus is who we believe he is, that means we have all the love we could ever have. Hello, listeners, and thank you for joining me once more on God's Big Idea, our daily devotional. I'm Auntie Kay, and today is October 23, with our title being God's Plan for Paul. Our scripture text is coming to us from Acts 22, verse 6, which reads, "But something happened to me on the way to Damascus." Life got very difficult for the believers in Jerusalem. The Jewish leaders were doing their best to destroy the new church, searching for Christians, dragging them to court, throwing them in jail, and even putting them to death. There was one man named Saul who tried especially hard to get rid of the Christians. Even after most of them had fled from Jerusalem, Saul wasn't satisfied. He wanted to chase them down. He decided to go after the Christians in Damascus. Saul was intelligent and religious and very dedicated. He was an important leader, eager to defend the Jewish religion. But things didn't turn out the way he'd planned. As he got near to Damascus, suddenly a light flashed. Saul fell to the ground. He heard a voice say, "Saul, Saul, why are you doing these things against me?" The light was so bright, Saul couldn't see who was talking. He asked, "Who are you?" The voice answered, "I am Jesus. I am the one you are trying to hurt." And Saul knew he was in big trouble. In an instant, he realized that everything he had believed was wrong. In that instant, Saul turned away from the wrong and surrendered to Jesus. Jesus told Saul, "I want you on my side." And Saul joined up immediately and totally. At first, the other believers were suspicious, but they baptized him and learned to love him and accept him. He had been one of the church's worst enemies, but Jesus called him to become one of its greatest leaders. Saul was changed. He was so different that people began calling him by the other name of Paul. God's plan for Paul. Thank you as usual for spending these wonderful moments with me as I read from our devotional, God's Big Idea. I'm Auntie Kay. Come back tomorrow. Yes, indeed.